Hey coin collectors, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about an ultra rare find that's been making waves in the numismatic world, the UK 5 New Pence Elizabeth coin. Specifically, we're diving into two ultra rare variants that you'll want to keep an eye out for. Could you be sitting on a small fortune? Stick around and find out. 1999 5 New Pence. The 5 New Pence coin has an interesting history rooted in the UK's shift to decimalization. Before 1971, Britain used a complex system of pounds, shillings, and pence. But in an effort to modernize, the UK decimalized its currency, and in 1968, the first 5 New Pence coin was introduced, replacing the old shilling. The new was added to the name to distinguish it from its pre-decimal predecessor, but by 1982, the word new was dropped, and the coin was simply called the 5 pence. Now let's take a look at the 1999 5 New Pence coin itself. Designed by Christopher Ironside, this coin prominently features the profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. This portrait was designed by Ian Rank Broadley and was first used on British coins in 1998, just a year before the coin we're talking about today. The Queen's portrait is highly detailed, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Surrounding her profile, the inscription reads Elizabeth II DG Reg, FD, followed by the year 1999. This Latin inscription stands for Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse of the coin depicts a crowned thistle, the national flower of Scotland. Along with the denomination 5, this design was a tribute to the United Kingdom's unity, symbolized by its representation of the Scottish element. This coin has a diameter of 18 millimeters and weighs 3.25 grams, making it relatively small compared to other denominations. One interesting aspect of this coin is its composition. The 1999 5 pence coin was minted in cupro-nickel, an alloy made from copper and nickel. This material was commonly used for coins before newer, more cost-effective materials like nickel-plated steel were introduced. As for mintage numbers, around 98 million 5 New Pence coins were minted in 1999. That means it's not particularly rare, but rarity isn't the only thing that drives coin value. Condition and demand are key too. So what about the value? Let's break it down. For a circulated 1999 5 pence coin, you're likely looking at face value, which is still 5 pence. Because this coin is modern and millions were produced, circulated versions aren't considered rare or valuable. But if you come across an uncirculated or proof version of the 1999 5 pence, the value can jump to PS1 to PS5 depending on its condition. Keep an eye out for coins that are still in mint condition or part of special collector sets. Now, one thing collectors are always on the lookout for is error coins. These are coins that were minted with mistakes like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors. While there aren't many reports of major errors with the 1999 5 pence, it's always worth checking your coins closely. Error coins can fetch anywhere from PS10 to PS50 or even more depending on the type and rarity of the mistake. 1991 5 New Pence. Just to understand the 1991 5 New Pence coin, we need to rewind a little. The UK introduced decimal coinage in 1971, marking a significant shift from the old currency system. The 5 pence coin replaced the shilling, a coin that had been in use for centuries. Originally, the 5 pence coins were made from cupro-nickel and they were larger than today's version. Fast forward to 1990, and the UK government decided to reduce the size of the 5 pence coin to make it more convenient. So the 1991 version was part of the New Pence era, which carried on the tradition but in a more compact form. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1991 5 New Pence coin. On the obverse, we see the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makloff. This third portrait of the Queen was used from 1985 to 1997. And it's recognizable by the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem crown. Flip the coin over to the reverse and you'll find a detailed depiction of the badge of Scotland, a crowned thistle, symbolizing the strength and pride of Scotland. The thistle has long been associated with Scottish history, and this design by Christopher Ironside beautifully merges national heritage with the coin's aesthetic appeal. The 1991 UK 5 New Pence coin is made from cupro-nickel, which is a blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This combination gives the coin its durability and silver-like appearance, though it's not made of precious metals. Despite its robust build, the coin's intrinsic metal value is relatively low, as the materials used aren't rare or expensive. Now let's talk about the mintage, how many of these coins were made. In 1991, the Royal Mint produced a substantial number of 5 New Pence coins, totaling over 480 million. That means this coin isn't particularly rare. However, certain factors can affect its value, like the coin's condition and whether it's part of a proof set. Proof coins produced with extra care for collectors can be more valuable. So if you have one of those, it might be worth more than your average pocket change. So what's the 1991 UK 5 New Pence coin worth today? For circulated coins, the value generally remains close to face value, around 5 pence. However, if your coin is in mint condition or is part of a proof set, it can fetch a bit more. Uncirculated versions can sell for a few pounds to dedicated collectors, while proof coins might be valued between PS5 and PS10, depending on demand and condition.